Okay guys, this wasn't originally part of the video, but after hearing about what happened to Kyoto Animation, I had to mention it, include it in the video. And this is kind of relevant to the rest of the video anyway. So, a Kyoto Animation studio was burned and 33 people have been confirmed dead with several injured. When I saw this at like 1 AM in the morning, I was in disbelief because why would anyone want to do something like this to Kyoto Animation? Kyoto Animation has always tried to have one of the better environments for workers in the anime industry, and it really shows in their work. You can really see it in almost all their work. Whatever they do has really outstanding quality, really, with very little shortcuts. From movies like Koe no Katachi to even bringing a similar movie-like animation quality to TV shows like Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid and classics like K-On! They've really done too much amazing work. Like Nichijou is one of the most important shows for me to have watched. Without it, I don't know if I would even be here talking to you. Because of Chunibyo and other KyoAni productions, I was so inspired by the quality I decided to buy my first anime Blu-rays. Kyoto Animation has always been one of my influencers, inspiring me to do stuff like edit videos. It would absolutely break my heart if Kyoto Animation were to permanently stop production. If you want to support them, you can donate through Sentai Filmworks, which is the company I buy my Blu-rays from anyway. But like I said, this wasn't originally part of the video, I just inserted it in here. So let's continue on with how the video was meant to start. Yo, is that Pessy from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind? What is he doing here? Yo, is he ordering?
She ever stop fucking with that brain surgeon, the lawyer she fucking with, nigga?
Really, nigga?
Virtual YouTubers. Another step in making anime girls real. With virtual YouTubers, you pretty much get anime girl personalities being able to interact with viewers. It's all fun and games, but at the end of the day, we know that these virtual YouTubers are, well, not actually virtual YouTubers and just people using face tracking technology and making a personality. And so anime girls have sadly not yet become real. But you could still like the person behind the virtual YouTuber, the actual creator, so I suppose that constitutes liking a real person. But what if that person is actually a guy? Last year in early 2018, a virtual YouTuber by the name of Nora Cap was exposed as being a man after a glitch in a live stream. Hey, he kinda looks like me. Now, of course, we knew that this was not actually an anime girl, but to see the person behind it was not even a girl.
Bruh.
However, Nora's fan base did not actually collapse in on itself, with people comparing it to being like the creator of a character being a man. While it's true, many of our waifus were created by males. The creator of Gabriel Dropout is a male, and you still want to do naughty things with Gabriel, you sick fuck.
Oh my god. Please stop looting the characters from Gabriel Dropout. I swear to God, I'm gonna tear your skull from your fucking body.
I said I wanna die. I ain't got no iPhone.
The point is, we accept that our waifus are not real people and will never be real people, being simply creations born from the ideas of other people. I'm sorry, but your waifu will never become a living, breathing person. It just won't happen. But that doesn't mean your waifu isn't real, right? Let me introduce you to my waifu, Aria Hitotose from the anime Third Aerial Girls Squad. Aria is somewhat of a kudere. Yeah, you like that? I'm using my showing off a little bit of my vocabulary, showing an emotionless exterior, but actually beyond the surface level is kind of awkward and quirky and is able to show an emotional side. Some scenes of her are really good at showing this, like this scene of her eating something sour and being able to make a sour face. I really think the creators of this anime did an amazing job showing her personality, and her character design is of course very appealing to look at, great waifu material. But of course, Aria is not real. In fact, she's double not real. Her anime is not even real. It's a fictional anime in another anime, Shirobako. Shirobako is an anime about working on anime. It follows the staff of Musashino Animation as they work on two anime, Exodus and Third Aerial Girls Squad. You really get to see a look on how the anime is formed. Story beats in the real life segments affect what appears on the anime they're working on. You get to see the story behind the keyframe and the story behind the cut. The parallels between Arya's character arc and the real life characters really made me think, and by the end I thought even though she doesn't get much direct screen time, this character was the key character of Shirobako, holding the theme together, and she's my favorite character. But even though she's my waifu, I don't really think she should be a real person in the real world. And I doubt the staff that worked on 3rd Aerial Girls Squad would want her to be a real person either. The goal wasn't to make her an actual physical person, obviously, but the goal was still to make her real. So there's this ending to a certain story, which I don't really want to say what story it is since it's a big spoiler. But yeah, there's this ending to a certain story. At the end it gets kind of meta. The characters all realize that they are fictional. They're not real, and their personalities and backstories are fictional. The whole existence is basically a big lie. This ending had a lot of controversy surrounding it, with angry fans saying that it makes the whole franchise worthless, now that the characters aren't real. But the characters were never real. I think that these people forgot the main message of this ending. The main protagonist quite literally stands up and says, even if this is all fiction, even if they're all fictional, their feelings are still real. Everything they feel is real, and therefore they are real. And if there's any hope that the actions of these fictional characters could reach out and affect the people in the real world, that might be enough for them to change how the world works. So why is Arya my favorite character even though she doesn't get much screen time? She's not even in the real world of Shirobako. But she is! She's in each of the characters that worked on her anime. Each person that worked on her keyframes, worked on writing her lines, each person whose arc paralleled hers has a little bit of her inside them. And so why wouldn't this parallel be true in the real world too? You have a little bit of your favorite character in you too, right? Now I know that a lot of anime, just entertainment in general really, involves a lot of escapism, but that doesn't have to be all that you get from it. You can get something from it that will help you out in the real world. Maybe it was Simone learning to stop depending solely on others and believe in himself that inspired you. Or maybe you thought you could apply Mob Psycho 100's story of growing up to your own life. Maybe it was being shown the value of friendship through JoJo, or the value of passion through Haikyuu. Maybe Devilman Crybaby showed you that, hey, despite everything, maybe there is hope for humanity. And maybe One Punch Man showed you that, despite how hard it may be, maybe you can achieve something. Maybe JoJo showed you that despite seemingly impossible odds, you can overcome any obstacle, that you can always try to find some kind of solution. Did My Hero Academia remind you to smile in difficult times? Or was it School Live that reminded you that you don't have to smile when sad things happen? Maybe you were just really impressed by the way something was animated, drawn, or shot and thought it just looked too cool to not get inspired by. Maybe that scene in Nichijou was so funny it made the rest of your day. And maybe that smile was just what you needed to motivate you to get shit done. Or the latest episode of Attack on Titan was so exciting that you had to talk about it with others. And maybe you wanted to tell everyone that it was the best anime ever made, or hell, maybe you just like your waifu for a superficial reason. Something simple like, she's cute, may spark some motivation in you. So you can just sit around all day wishing that Asuna-chan is real and wish you were killed by a truck so you can go to another world. But your favorite characters are already as real as they need to be. Our ideas are real because they're us. And if something affects our lives in such a meaningful way, then for sure, at the very least, we can assume that it exists. But if you like those shallow harem waifu shows that have underage girls, then I'm gonna fucking beat you to death. Unless you like Haganai, that shit is funny.
Big brother, I want you to give me your big, juicy, thick and drench me with your hot, sticky until—
What's up, guys? It's me again, Knuckles the Echidna. Man, I knew my waifu was real this whole time. What was this video about? I don't even know what this video is about. I'm just gonna go back to playing fucking Mario Party or some shit.